number 6 in our series, Bumps in the Road to Wealth. Michael and Lee McKenzie, your hosts.
And we've got a big bump for you this time. The bump is, where are all the people? I don't know how to build this business if I can't find people who want to do this business. Boy, do we hear that all the time.
And quite personally, ups and downs for ourselves. We have periods where we seem to just come across people that are willing to talk, and we've done very well with building our business so far, but then there are periods of drought, and it can be frustrating.
Bumps.
So where are the people? The figure that's often talked about, and when I'm in our own company and when I'm looking online, as you all are, the number that's often thrown around is that 95% of people are not going to be interested in doing this business. It's not to say that you may not be able to sell them something, but to do direct sales, network marketing, 95% aren't going to do it. So 5% of a population like the United States is a lot of people, but where are they?
Right, and who are you looking for? That's your first challenge.
Right.
Who do you want to work with? And we have absolutely come to a place in building our own business where we decided that we get to choose who we want to work with, and we want to work with people who are entrepreneurs like we are and who are committed to changing their own lives and are willing to do the work to do that. And that's not necessarily hard to find, but
Right.
it is a bit of a challenge. It's a bump in our road.
Right.
So where are the people? Turns out they're pretty much everywhere.
They are. And part of it, as is often said, just open your mouth
Right.
and talk about it. But you've got to be a bit careful, because otherwise you could do what we all do when we started. You just talk too much. But you've got to open your mouth. But I had some thoughts on how do you begin to hone down for you personally to identify your target market. And every business has got one. But what about for you? Because this is a personal business. This is
Right.
one-on-one. And the first thought is, think about what is your current state of expertise. And the reason for identifying that is that's an area out of which you can speak with authority, that you have a better chance of being a leader in the domain that you know.
You also speak with passion.
Right.
Because you care about what you know and what you do.
Right. The second point is, what's the area or the arena that you're trying to expand into? And you could be health, you could be cosmetics, it doesn't matter what it is, but what's the area that you want to get into? The third thing to consider, is there a natural connection between where your current state of expertise and the arena into which you want to go? If there's a connection, and there doesn't necessarily have to be, but the target market will work better if there is, then you start to ask yourself, who are the people in that target market that you want to influence? Are they male or female? How old are they? Do they have families? Do they have children? Do they like to travel? Are they looking for an opportunity?
Right.
Do they currently work in your arena or another arena? Can you bring your expertise in your arena to help them because they share your problems?
You know, the other thing that fits well into that is focus in on a particular idea at a time. For example, we were invited recently to co-host a business presentation for our network marketing business, and the audience so far will be dentists and dental hygienists. And my first thought was, no, I don't want to do that. But then I started thinking, wait a minute, we know lots of dental hygienists. We have dental hygienists who do our own work. We have dentists who we go to. And when I first started thinking about it in that way, every street we drove on was a sign for a dentist. So when you're refocused, your eyes open in a very different way, and you take in the world in a very different way. Other meetings have been focused on young parents. And I'll tell you what, especially in our medical practice, there are young parents everywhere. So you start seeing people in a very different way. And more importantly, you listen to them in a very different way.
It's interesting. It's a great segue, Lee, into my final piece was, how will you find them?
Right.
And this is multivaried, and certainly driving down some streets, once you have a target market, all of a sudden, oh my gosh, look, there they are. You can look online, which you're doing now, because you're seeing this.
Do you remember this story years ago, many years ago? We were looking for a new car, and we decided to buy a Saab. And we had a friend visiting us from Canada, and there weren't a lot of Saabs in Vancouver, where he was from at that time. And we said, oh yeah, it's you don't see very many of them, but that's what we want. Well, we took him for a ride into Boston, and there must have been every third car was a Saab. And so when you open up to the universe gives you back what you're looking for.
Exactly. So there are people out there, especially in this economic times, obviously, there's a lot of people who are hurting badly. Not all of them have the spirit to do this sort of work.
Or the drive.
But they're out there. So,
open your mouth, talk to people, and listen.
And identify your target market.
Good luck to you.
Good luck, and we'll see you in the next video.
Bye.
Bye for now.